Are you really ready to mind your business? This is Mind Your Business with Hollie, where strategy meets soul and excuses get left behind. I'm Hollie, your business coach, here for real talk, real growth, and real results. So grab your coffee and let's get to work. Today, I want us to talk about something important because I see it all the time with capable, thoughtful entrepreneurs. You can be aligned, you can feel clear, and still not move forward. And that doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It means clarity is only the starting point. This week, we're going to talk about the gap between knowing and moving. I say knowing and going, right? And why so many people get stuck right there. There's something I like to call the alignment trap. It's the place where you understand yourself better because you've been doing this self-work, right? You've identified what needs to change, not just in you, but in your business to be viable. You feel lighter, you feel clearer, but nothing actually changes in your business yet. Do you feel that way? Have you ever felt that way? Well, here's the truth. Clarity feels productive, but it's not the same as progress. Alignment answers the question, who am I becoming? That's alignment. Action answers the question, what am I willing to do because of that? And this is where many entrepreneurs stall. Not because they don't want growth, but because action requires decision. And decision, let's be honest, feels risky. So instead of deciding, we keep thinking. We keep refining. We keep waiting for certainty. Have you ever felt like that? Just take a moment and think about that. Where decision feels risky. So instead of making that risky decision, you just keep thinking about it. What if we do it this way? What if we do it that way? And you all of a sudden get yourself into analysis paralysis. I often tell people you don't need more information. You need a roadmap. You need a path to get there. We overload ourselves with information, but the reality is we are self-sabotaging because we don't have the confidence to move forward. We just keep refining. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with refining. The problem with refining before you actually do something is procrastination. It's not being confident enough to move yourself forward. So we keep waiting for certainty. How will I know if it's time? Is it time? I need to do this. But let me tell you this, confidence doesn't come before action. How many times have you felt like, I just want to get my confidence up so I can begin public speaking? You'll never be comfortable public speaking if you haven't started doing it. Your confidence level comes through doing it, and sometimes repeatedly. So confidence doesn't come before actions. Confidence is built after action. One of the greatest stories I can share from my own experience is that I really felt God calling me to start this conference for women. And quite honestly, I wasn't comfortable with it. I didn't know what to do, how to do it. I had attended many conferences and I do a lot of events and planning. So it can't possibly be that hard, but it's nothing I really wanted to put my hand to and do. There's a lot to that. Plus, now I'm putting myself out there as a conference host. I'm not sure I really want to walk in that. So I sat for a long time and didn't tell anybody. And finally I said, okay, I've got to do this because it's one of those gnawing things that won't let you go. And so I put a team together and said, I need to do this. And I really did put the right team together because they wouldn't let me not do it. They were like, here's how we're going to do it. I had an event planner that was on my team helping me. My admin was helping me. I had people that I knew had done large and small conferences. I had people that I knew would pray me through if I got stuck. I had the right team to help me build something I had never done. And it took me doing it once to build my confidence that I can do this. Does it mean that there is no stress around it? Absolutely not. Does it mean that there is no insecurity about doing it? Absolutely not. Every year. But this is going on my 4th year of doing this conference. And I can tell you, I'm a better person because of it. I've seen women's lives shifted and changed. The growth that is happening within the community, and it has expanded beyond just a conference. So isn't that really what we want to do with our businesses? We want to take our businesses and we want it to grow beyond our wildest expectations, but it requires you take action. See, I didn't have the confidence before I did it, but once I had done it, then I had the confidence to do it again. Recently, I said to a member on my team, I said, well, I really have to do this. You have to hold me accountable to doing this. And it was a mastermind. I've had this mastermind set up, ready to go for years. Never did it. Why? Because my confidence level wasn't there. And so it's not going to be there until I do it. So now we're launching this mastermind. And I know I can do it. It's not a matter of that. It's not a matter that the information isn't great, that I can't do it. It's not a skill set issue. It's a confidence issue. And until I do it and see the success, I'll never feel confident in it. So I want you to challenge yourself to understand that confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence is built after action in everything that we do. It's not just our business, it's in everything that we do. Let me say it this way. Alignment without action creates comfort, not momentum. Alignment without action creates comfort, not momentum. I want you to take just a few moments. And I don't want you to overthink this. And I want you to be honest. I want you to really, really be honest with you. Take some time and reflect on this. I want you to answer these questions for yourself. Where have I mistaken clarity for progress? The reality is we can build a plan. And this is what I shared earlier on the team call, is that you can have a vision board, you can have resolutions, but somewhere along the way, you drop the ball and you just don't implement. You don't do it. You have everything you need, but you don't implement it, right? That's where you get to having the clarity is great. Having the self-reflection is great. Doing all these things are great, but there's no momentum. Alignment does not create momentum. Right? Alignment without action creates comfort. So the action is what creates the momentum. All right? So we have to take all of the clarity and all of the plans and we need to execute. Without executing, you're going to look the same, be the same, and everything will be the same. Your business will be the same. I cannot say I'm going to lose 20 pounds and not change a behavior. It just isn't going to happen. Something has to shift for me to now lose the weight. I either have to exercise more, I have to watch what I eat, I have to do both. I have to have a plan. But more than just having the plan, I have to execute the plan. So I want you to think about this. Where have I mistaken clarity for progress? That's not easy to answer. Where have I mistaken clarity for progress? The reality is, I can look at my garage and I can say, I'm going to clean out this garage. I'm going to organize it. It's going to be beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out these shelves. And each of the shelves will be labeled this way. I'll have this stuff in this, our winter stuff here, Christmas stuff here, miscellaneous stuff here, church stuff here, business stuff here. I have a whole plan. I've even drawn it out. It looks beautiful. I cannot wait for my garage to look like this. I have clarity about what the space is going to look like. But the reality is when I go and look in the garage, it still looks like that. I can have the plan and not execute the plan, and it still is not moving. There's no momentum behind it, right? So where have I mistaken clarity? Because I can think that's clarity and I can believe that's progress until I continue to look at my garage and not see any progress. So where have I mistaken clarity for progress? The next question is, what decision have I been delaying in my business? That one hurt, didn't it? What decision have I been delaying in my business? Trust me, before I teach any of this, I have to deal with me first, right? I had to do a hard look at me. And I had to say, what am I not doing that I'm supposed to be doing? What have I been delaying in my business? If you look at the self-reflection, your business is going to grow. Now, here's the last question. What feels heavy right now because it's undecided? What feels heavy right now because it's undecided? I want you to think about that. Maybe it's, should I hire staff? Maybe it feels heavy because you have staff, but they're not doing what they need to do. And so you're picking up the slack and you know you need to make a decision about your staffing. Maybe it's a matter of, I need to figure out payroll. Maybe it's a matter of, I just need the financial security to make the next step. Whatever it is, write it down, whatever comes up for you. This, again, is for you. It's not about anyone else. It's not about anyone else. And here's the one question I want you to ask yourself after you've gone through this exercise. This is the question I want you to hear in my voice and me asking you. If you continue to not do the thing, whatever it is, what's the cost of not deciding? Because whether we want to believe it or not, there's always a cost. There's a cost to not deciding. That is something you have to sit with and you have to think about. The one thing I want you to realize is that this isn't about creating more pressure. It's about taking the leadership role that is required when you're an entrepreneur. Whether you're leading yourself or you're leading a team of people, it's not about really feeling additional pressure. It's about leadership. It's about leading and leading well. So I want to leave you with this little bit. Alignment gives you clarity. Action builds confidence, and consistency creates results. I'm going to say it one more time. Alignment gives you clarity. Action builds confidence, and consistency creates results. So for this week, you have an assignment, but it's going to be very simple. But it's going to shift your business if you do this assignment. Make one clear decision you've been avoiding. It doesn't have to be perfect. I tell my clients all the time, done beats perfect. Get it done, perfect it later. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be honest. It's not to impress anyone, but to practice leadership. Clarity brought you here. Action will move you forward. And I'm excited to see what you decided to do. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with Hollie Whaley. If today gave you that spark, strategy, or straight up truth you needed, be sure to hit subscribe and stay connected. Growth happens when you mind your business with intention and a little courage. And if you're ready to go deeper with strategy, accountability, and community, I'd love to invite you to the Builders Circle, my group coaching space for entrepreneurs who are serious about building well. You'll find the details in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep minding your business, because the world needs what only you can build.